Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Cyber insurance is just like jumping from the frying pan to fire. Does cyber insurance protect your organization's data? We have witnessed most of the governments, organizations, and people have been threatened by cyber attacks and data breaches. The attacks since then have grown to be more sophisticated, causing severe monetary and reputation loss for organizations. Taking stock of the growing numbers and scale of recent cyber attacks, a global survey, The State of Ransomware 2021, conducted by cybersecurity firm Sophos, states that the total cost of recovery from a ransomware attack has more than doubled in a year, increasing from $761,106 in 2020 to $1.85 million in 2021 globally. In comparison, the survey found that in India, the approximate recovery cost from the impact of the ransomware attack tripled in the last year, up from $1.1 million in 2020 to $3.38 million in 2021. A global threat report says cyber attacks top the list of human caused risk globally, and research has predicted that cybercrime may cause damages worth $7 trillion by the end of this year. Facing the daunting prospects of major financial fallout from a cyber attack, CXOs around the world have turned to cyber insurance. Several companies have opted for cyber insurance to seek protection against huge financial losses. On the flip side, several hacking groups are now seeing this as a lucrative opportunity to launch cyber attacks against organizations that are backed by insurance companies. In fact, these groups brazenly display details about the company's cyber insurance cover page and demand the ransom to be paid up since they are insured. Hence, having cyber insurance might cover an organization from monetary loss, but it cannot protect it from leakage of confidential data and reputation loss across the industry. Organizations need an array of resources to protect themselves against cyber attacks by stringent cybersecurity practices. In such a scenario, cyber insurance should not be treated as a substitute for cybersecurity policies. The two must coexist in order to enjoy maximum protection from attacks. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Chief Justice of India backs demand for 50% reservation for women in judiciary. Chief Justice of India N.V. Raman has called for 50% reservation for women in the judiciary while adding that it is their right. It's an issue of thousands of years of oppression. Raman said, only 15% of the country's 1.7 million advocates are women and only 2% of the elected representatives in state bar councils are women. He was speaking at an event organized by the Lady Advocates of the Supreme Court on Sunday in honor of the 9 newly appointed judges. India needs 4 to 5 more SBI-sized big banks, says FM. The country's banking sector needs to be balanced with 4 to 5 lenders the size of State Bank of India, the country's largest state-run lender, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said. There was an urgent need to scale up banking to meet the growing needs of the industry and also to ensure that all economic centers of the country are covered with at least one physical or digital banking presence, Sitharaman said while speaking at the 74th Annual General Meeting of IBA. Amazon termed as East India Company 2.0. Amazon has paid crores of rupees as bribery in exchange for favorable government policies in its favor. RSS-linked weekly magazine Panchjanya has termed Amazon East India Company 2.0 and said whatever the East India Company did in the 18th century to capture India, the same is visible in the activities of Amazon. The report states that Amazon is taking measures to take over the economic, political and personal freedom of Indians so that it can establish its monopoly in the Indian market. It also alleges that Amazon has established many proxy entities and there are reports that it has distributed crores in bribes for policies in its favor. Amazon is locked in a legal tussle over the takeover of Future Group and is facing a probe in the Competition Commission of India. HPE appoints Tom Craig new GM to head communication technology. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise named former BT and Vodafone executive Tom Craig the new head of its telco-focused communication technology group. Tarek Robiati, HPE's CFO, said Craig is set to step into a position as the unit's VP and GM on October 11. Robiati praised Craig as the perfect fit to lead this team, pointing to his 3 decades of experience in the telecom industry. In his new role, Craig will report directly to Robiati. Flipkart Flipkart is all set to host its Big Billion Days sale from October 3, 2021. The popular e-commerce platform Flipkart will be starting its The Big Billion Days sale on October 3. As part of the sale, several smartphones will be available with steep discounts. Additionally, Axis Bank and ICICI Bank debit and credit card holders can get an additional 10% instant discount. The homegrown e-commerce giant, controlled by Walmart, however, is now advancing the opening date to October 3 and the sale will end on October 10. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.